Hi there, I'm delighted that you can join me for this short video to allow you to have some ways to boost your client attraction by being an authority in your area. It could be that you're a fitness or wellness or well-being professional and you're looking to have more of a presence online. But the thing that I find is the biggest struggle that people have and mistakes that people make come under three areas. Now, the first thing is that you might feel invisible. So, in order to actually project your voice out into the online space, you don't actually know what it is that you are saying and who to specifically. So, we need to look at your superpowers effectively. So, what that means for you is being able to stand in confidence in yourself, having a brand behind you which is very much aligned to you and who you are and your why. That's only part of it though. So the next part of that would be to find out who your dream future clients are individually. So it could be that you have somebody in mind already, but we really need to focus on that. And without that, we don't really have the confidence within us to be able to go to the audience with a specific message. So that brings us on to the next thing. And the next thing is so this is a diagram of what I'm describing to you now in detail. So don't be overwhelmed by this. What we're looking at the moment is these three red statements. So the first one is no one knows who you are. So the next one is you might have too much information to process. I know because I'm in the marketing space, I have been for 20 years. I follow all of the people who are talking to me using the marketing platforms about my subject. So I get bombarded with messages about how best to do these things every single day, and everybody has a completely different idea of exactly how to get to that audience. So what I would show you is exactly how to create your message on what to say within a framework, templated sort of philosophy, which would then allow you to have a really good idea of precisely what you say. So anytime you want to create some content, you know precisely what it is that you're going to say, plus a plan in order to actually put that out into the world with authority and connect with the people that you know, having done the previous work, are then going to receive it well. So that's that second part. And also not having a consistent lead flow, there has to be systems in place for you to back up what we're saying. We really do have to have the systems that allow those conversations to start with dream future clients and to put them through the pipeline. So that's a piece of work that happens, to avoid those inconsistent inquiries, because without those um, daily, weekly, monthly checkpoints, obviously the longer term goals of increasing revenue and increasing that dream future client base, it just wouldn't materialize without that hard work. So I'd love to be able to go into detail in all of these things today, but I don't think that's a good use of your time. What I do want to tell you, though, is a couple of different things that I've learned specifically around attracting your dream future client. So, obviously, we know there's the analogy of social media and online marketing of standing on a soapbox in the middle of the town square and projecting our voice as loud as we possibly can, using all of our energy to spread the word in person. Okay. It could be that, that the equivalent of that would be like me creating a YouTube video and then expecting the right people who are my dream future clients to then come across that, or just happen to be scrolling by that one video on YouTube at that particular time. This is not how marketing works now. So online marketing has to be targeted, it has to be super specific. to your dream future clients. And we need to be able to speak to their individual frustrations, rubs, and identify those in order for us to empathize with those people. And the reason I say that we need to be shown to be, the emphasis is on empathizing, is because unless we have a large ad budget, which you might do, and that's fine, we can work on ads. But to get started and to find our voice online, it's very much a case of we're not going to outspend the big brands on ads. We're going to out empathize, which is something I can thank Taki Moore, the Million Dollar Coach, for this concept. So we can't outspend on advertising until we've got those. We need to create some grooves in the ground first. But then once we do take off, we can do ads. But the point is, we have to be empathizing with the person's specific situation. And I don't mean talking about, symptoms or, stress points or pain points. It's not so much that now. The way that we appeal to people now is by using phraseology around a transformation. So, what I mean by that is we need to understand where they are now, and the other part of that is that we need to really understand what our superpower is. So I believe you have a superpower. This is something that I say to all my clients, and it feels good once you've discovered what this is. And it sounds fluffy, but actually, what we really need to do in order to be confident and be an authority in our space, we need to stand out. So what is it about you that stands out? I would love for you to do an exercise whereby you speak to somebody who is either a very good friend who will be honest with you, um, or a colleague or an ex-colleague perhaps, and ask them, what is it that really makes me stand out from other people? Because part of this is internal work, and part of this is you understanding your why and what you stand for and your principles and values. But it's also, what other people see in you. So what people see in me is very different to my own self perception. So it'd be really interesting for you to have that as an exercise. Maybe just email or drop a voice note to one of those friends and ask them the characteristics that they believe you possess, especially in a working scenario, because obviously this is you wanting to understand that from a business point of view. So, understanding your dream future client and understanding who you are two of the main key components in having that boost in your client attraction. Without those two things, you can't do the third thing on our list. So we go 1, 2, and then we go over here to the client attraction piece. Part of my program covers how to create the content, which will be the next step on that roadmap. However, this is not the time or place for that. We don't have enough time for that today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about the process whereby I work with my clients to get connections with the right people in the right places. Now, this is the third thing to show you as a boost. It's not the whole story, but I'll break it down for you. So the way that we grow our audience organically, and by organic, I don't necessarily mean that it's free, because you have to invest your time and you do have to invest your energy in going after specifically, relationship building. So we don't broadcast via ads to start with, because we need some data, and as I've said, ads come later. So the way that we connect with the people that we want to work with in future, dream future clients, is to think about this in terms of your client base. If you imagine 3 months down the line, the list of those people that are in your in your books. Thinking about your precise solution to solve their problem. um, what is it exactly that those people will use your services for? It could be that you have an existing product or service which can be delivered online or in person. So this is a useful method for both of those things. If your books are going to be full in 3 months, we need to have a ratio of volume from awareness, getting people from awareness stage down to a nurturing phase, and then to a more of a sales conversation. Now, all of this can happen within chat. Some of it might happen in email. That you may not have experience with setting up chat in social media, but I can help you with that if you need it in the program. Equally, email, if you haven't used email before, then or in any automated way, then again, that's something that we cover in the program. But the important thing to note here is that the ratios of using this organic system have to be, it's volume, it's a volume game. So what we need to do is have a not a large amount of content, although content has its place in the relevant spots within that strategy. But on social, we need to be connected to the right people, because without being connected to the right people, whatever message you put out there is just going to fall on deaf ears. So being connected to the right people within the social media space, whether that's Facebook or Instagram, typically those are the two areas, or LinkedIn. Typically, those are the three areas that I find my clients uh, gravitate towards. Although TikTok is good for long form video as well, but anyway, that's a different story. With those three areas of platforms in social media, once we have content, we'll use it in a specific way. But like I say, we really do need to have the connections, so that when we send a friend request and start creating business friends on our personal profile on Facebook, that they will then have notifications come through to them, and our content actually shows up on their feed. So effectively what we're doing is we're using Facebook like LinkedIn, but we're using our personal profile on Facebook to do outreach. And there are two key components on this which are relevant to Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And this would be the third key takeaway for you today for boosting that client attraction. So the key message here is follow the right people and unfollow the wrong people. So if you think about the kind of ecosystem of Facebook, I didn't really use Facebook after university, really. And it's got this misconception that it's just for 30-year-olds and plus. um it's a huge platform. There are I don't know the precise number, so I won't quote it, but a lot of users on Facebook, and there are people on there who are using it for personal businesses like fitness, wellness, health, online and in person coaching, and service delivery. So we can't overlook these platforms. Whichever you choose, we have to be following the right people and unfollowing the wrong people. So on Facebook, I decided, okay, I'm going to use this for business. I'm going to unfollow all the people who, if I saw them in the street, we wouldn't necessarily, stop and have a chat. That served no purpose to me. And I think that was definitely of benefit, because then I could start to increase um, the follows that I had that are relevant to my business. So using your personal profile, what that will mean is that you'll be sending friend requests to people who are within your dream future client profile. So, and when we don't just simply target people based on demographics, it's just simply not, a lot of the things that, my clients provide are not visible things that you can tell by either male, female, young, old, whatever. So what we'll do is, we would go into detail in that in the Dream Future Clients series. By following and sending friend requests to the right people, we then are open to the opportunity of those people accepting the friend requests, and then we can invite them to our Facebook group. Now, the Facebook group acts as our very own mini ecosystem where we can communicate with those people. And I'm not going to go into detail, as excited as I am about it now. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about that there now, but um, what that allows you to do is have a community. And that for me is really important, because regardless who we're coaching or teaching or helping, having a group, if it's appropriate to your service, having a group where like-minded people can come together, it does start to build momentum, and those people start to communicate with each other as well. So just thinking about longer term, if any of your program becomes available, accessible online, people have questions, your sort of super fans will happily answer those questions, and there'll be conversations between those people, so that to help free you up. And there's a myriad other reasons why it's a good thing. um Exclusivity, holds files, you can go through guides, and obviously it's a way for you to share some of that kind of bottom of the funnels, uh selling messaging. Anyway, that's another story. So hopefully that gives you a good overview of what I'm providing within my program. If you want to work with me, then please, by all means, do send me a PM. Just direct message me, and we'll start having a conversation, see if we're a good fit for one another. But what I can guarantee, I suppose is the word, what I can guarantee is, regardless of whether or not we work together, having a conversation with me will give you a level of clarity and confidence that you didn't have before. So even if you're just, wondering about this, or you just want more details, or you just want to, strategize for a short period of time, I can provide that 45 minutes for you to be able to do that. So I'm more than happy to do that, as long as you're within, the correct industry. I'm looking specifically for ambitious professionals who already have a client base. So if you're just starting out, then this wouldn't be for you. But if you're an expert and you're looking to really boost your authority online to create online clients, or attract clients using online platforms, then I'm the person for you. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please do give me a call, or drop me a message, and I will see you on another video. Take care.